The GT Saga trailer just dropped and we finally have iconic characters like Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, Baby Vegeta and Omega Shenron. Here's 11 hidden features I found in the trailer. So starting off, we have Pan newly revealed fighting against GT Goku. She has a unique rush attack fighting style, but her flying kicks look very generic. This is her unique flying kicks in Tenkaichi 3, so hopefully the trailer animations are just placeholders and they'll be updated for the final game. Her super move, Giru's Missile, might also be changed because in Tenkaichi 3 it had the extra rush targeting, kick, elbow and uppercut before the cinematic, but most likely this is because for this trailer they've cut out animations to make it shorter. There's more cutting up like this in the trailer and I'll explain them later on. Initially, as I saw the GT forms getting revealed, I had a slight hope we might get more separate forms because it showed GT in brackets for Pan, Goku and Oob. I was thinking we might get future forms like Pan from Dragon Ball Super or End of Z Oob, but it had the same naming for the villains like Baby and Omega Shenron, so that idea is deconfirmed now. Also, I hate to say it, but once again we've got no new stages shown in the trailer, and I know GT didn't have many stages in Tenkaichi 3, but they decided to use Future City from the Goku Black arc instead of City Ruins from Tenkaichi 3. I'm hoping that not only do they add new Dragon Ball Super stages like Beerus' planet, but they also add new stages from old sagas like Planet Tuffle. Super Saiyan 3 GT Goku was revealed against Baby Vegeta, and I actually thought this was his Blast 2 move, Super Kamehameha. Well, that's actually wrong, and the clue is in the background. It's dark, which means it's an ultimate. This is actually his Tenkaichi 3 ultimate, Dragon Fist, but they decided to cut the animations early once again. It's supposed to be a rush ultimate where he up smashes them into the air, uses his iconic Dragon Fist from the front, and then turns back and uses a Kamehameha to finish them off. There's a few design styles in Sparking Zero that are different to the Dragon Ball GT anime. In the anime, Super Saiyan 3 GT Goku actually gets a gold tail when he transforms to that form, and he has a brown tail in Sparking Zero. Tenkaichi 3 also had a brown tail for him, so it looks like they carried over the same error. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta has a yellow vest in the trailer, which is the same in Tenkaichi 3, but in the anime he has his iconic orange vest, so I'm a bit confused to why that carried over. Hopefully he'll have a killer alternate skin to use again. Majuub is shown using his ultimate lightning arrow, which has got some considerable changes. In Tenkaichi 3, it was arguably one of the worst ultimates with terrible accuracy, speed, and it's a rain type attack, so you could likely dodge it. In Sparking Zero, it looks way more accurate up close, a lot faster, and even the nature is like a tornado explosion instead of rain, so it'll be way harder to dodge. It could even be that it's now a rush targeting ultimate, so if you land that hit, then you're guaranteed for the ultimate to connect. Super Baby 1 was revealed against Super Saiyan 3 GT Goku, and it looks like he might have a new rush super attack. His Finger Blast Barrage from Tenkaichi 3 has probably been replaced by this rush super, which he used in the anime against base form GT Goku. If you didn't know, by the way, Super Baby 1 literally only used this form for 1 second by punching Goku. After that, we only saw him in Super Baby 2 and Grey Ape forms in the anime, so it's pretty hard to give him a unique moveset. If it does end up being a new super, then hopefully they can give him some more animations similar to Z Broly's gigantic hammer, as it's pretty bland to just have a single punch. Super Baby 2 also got a really nice visual change to his ultimate, Revenge Death Ball. This is what it looked like in Tenkaichi 3, a small condensed ball blasted at the opponent. And then look at Sparking Zero, it looks so good as a massive ball similar to Spirit Bomb, and he even adds an extra key blast to detonate it. It's really good they made this change and stuck to the anime style rather than the small ball. Super Saiyan 4 Goku in the trailer has multiple unique cinematics that replicate anime scenes. When he vanishes Baby's attack and charges his ki, he's got a really cool pose which is directly from the anime. This rush attack is probably his Meteor Crash as he slams into Super Baby 2, and this is also from the anime when Goku gets angry and charges at him. The final scene is when Goku follows that up with a look of shame, and I think he uses a Ki cannon to blast him away, which is one of his rushing techniques techniques from Tenkaichi 3. Grey Ape Baby Vegeta is back, and I'm finally hyped for a giant because he's actually very high tier in Tenkaichi 3. Usually people don't like to pick giants because they're sluggish and they have bad movesets, but Grey Ape Baby Vegeta has the fastest melee attacks, fastest ki and blast stock regen, highest defense tied with Broly, highest damage, and he even has explosive wave to get out of bad situations. His Blast 2 Super Gigantic Flame can also be set up so that's very difficult to vanish, and with its long range it's a really good attack. Shenron uses his ultimate Gigantic Blaze, but it might have a few changes to it. This is probably just a cinematic, but it looks like Goku is kind of stuck or paralyzed, which means you can't dodge any of the multi-hits from Gigantic Blaze. In Tenkaichi 3, you can vanish all of the multi-hits by clicking circle multiple times, but it's hard to pull off consistently. You could also fly away and dodge this move relatively easily before if you know it's coming, but I think it's faster and harder to dodge in Sparking Zero. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta still has his ultimate times 100 Big Bang Kamehameha, but they've actually changed the voice line for it. He ends up saying Ultra Big Bang Kamehameha instead, and I couldn't find any source material they referenced this change for. But I found out that in Dragon Ball Heroes and in Dokkan Battle, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta's super attack is called Ultra Big Bang Kamehameha, so they're probably using it from there. In Tenkaichi 3, when Super Baby 1 uses his ultimate Final Flash, he says instead. The same happens for Super Baby 2 when he uses Final Flash as a Blast 2 Super. In the Sparking Zero trailer, Super Baby 2 uses Final Flash and he says revenge is mine, but I think that might just be for the trailer, so we'll have to wait and see if this gets fixed in the final game. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta has a returning rush super, Ultimate Impact, which is a linear rush that takes up 4 ki bars in Tenkaichi 3. Even though Big Bang Kamehameha technically does more damage charged up, people would often use Ultimate Impact instead because you can chain it into different combo setups to punish enemies. It is a linear rush though, so it's easy to miss the opponent and you have to be accurate and lined up to execute it. He has the exact same flying kick animation, which is after his first square attack, and they've also carried over the same auto counter stance from Tenkaichi 3 and in the GT anime. This is now called Perception in Sparking Zero, where you just wait for your opponent to hit you and you instantly counter them, and in this case it's a heavy finish which temporarily stuns them. We've already seen Goku Black use this with this unique animation, so make sure to try these out to see the new ones on Dragon Ball Super characters. And the final thing I saw recently is Broly once again having more unique grabs and interactions. Here he uses a vanishing attack into a lightning attack where he grabs and slams the opponent down. This is a movie reference to when he fights Goku in the glacier area. The other really cool one is a unique grab with Frieza where he kicks him repeatedly and slams him away. This is the Sparking Zero one, and you can see he's got the exact same facial expressions and they're both in the exact same transformation states as the movie, so maybe that's a requirement too. This game will have so many unique Easter eggs to find out on release. Let me know your thoughts on the trailer. I'm just so happy we got so many GT characters in the base roster. I've unfortunately had to see the full roster leaks, but just in case some of you haven't, I won't say anything to keep the surprise up. There might be a Tokyo Game Show trailer next Saturday, so keep an eye out for that.